Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So in April, I'm actually going to be spending a lot of time traveling, and one trip won't involve very much makeup because I'll be going to Iceland. But the other trip that I'm actually going on tomorrow, I'm going to New York City IMATS with a bunch of Canadian beauty bloggers, and there's 6 of us going, so that's really exciting. And I thought it would be interesting to show what I'm actually taking in my makeup bag. So because it is a makeup trip, I am bringing products with me that I wouldn't necessarily bring on a normal trip. Essentially, I'm actually bringing far more vibrant colors than I bring on a usual trip because usually when I'm traveling, although I love vibrant makeup, I really don't want to focus on what I'm putting on my eyes, so I tend to bring neutrals. But this trip, I want to be kind of like, you know, flashy and out there. You can't go to New York City IMATS and look like you don't know what you're doing with makeup, right? I am traveling to Iceland, I think 2 weeks after I get back from New York, so I could do another traveling makeup bag if you wanted, but I don't think the products would be nearly as interesting. But let me know if that would interest you as well. Anyway, this is what I'm taking to New York. So let's start off with the exciting things. I am bringing 2 different palettes, and one was a last minute decision, and it was only because of the makeup look that I have on right now. I just filmed a tutorial for it, and I decided I had to bring it with me. And that is the Too Faced Sweet Peach palette. I do this every time I really like a product. I just kind of sigh and then stare at it. But this is so pretty. And it smells like peaches. But the shades in here are really warm toned. They are very warm toned. So, I mean, if you don't like warm tones, you're not gonna like this palette. But this is just freaking beautiful. And there's enough mid-tone, moderate shades that I can use with the next palette, which is the Visart Editorial Brights palette. Now, this palette on its own, you can't travel with this by itself. It's just not feasible. There's no blending colors, there's no real brow bone highlight shade, and I cannot get it open. I actually dropped this recently and 4 of the shades came out. Terrifying. But it didn't break and I just glued them back in. Anyway, I'm excited to take this with me traveling because I can wear this kind of stuff at IMATS and no one's gonna blink an eye. The shades are all matte, they're beautiful, they're vibrant, and I am so excited to be traveling with this one. Although if it breaks, my soul will break as well because this thing is expensive. Alright, so with eyeshadow, I need bases. So I am bringing my usual eyeshadow primers, and I've mentioned this before, but I need 2 of them because I get really creasy on the eyelids. So I'm using my Milani eyeshadow primer and my Too Faced Shadow Insurance. And then what's a trip without glitter? I am also bringing my Too Faced glitter glue because I'm bringing my Makeup Forever glitter. And this is, what is this one? Glitter is number 13. It's just a really pretty reflective, it's that disco silver color, you know, it's got every color of the rainbow, but it's still silver as a base. Yeah, that's the color. And I'm bringing the glitter primarily because we're going to a drag bar Saturday night. And I mean, you can't go to a drag bar without glitter. So, job done. And of course, because I'm bringing bright eyeshadows, I always use my NYX eyeshadow base in Milk. It's a poor little stubby thing at this point. I really should repurchase it because it's getting kind of old, but this is just a beautiful matte white base. It is not fully opaque, but it is enough of a base that will cover your lid and give you enough of a blank canvas to work from. And that is hugely beneficial when I'm working with super bright mattes. All right, next up are my 2 blushes. And yep, I am only bringing 2. I like to consider myself relatively reasonable when traveling with makeup. I don't need 20 different blush shades or 25 different lipsticks. I can pick 2 and I should be okay for the most part. So, because I'm bringing bright colors, I always reach for my Hourglass Ambient Lighting Blush in Diffused Heat. Because this is such a lovely flush of pink and it's soft and gentle, it pretty much matches anything that I put on my face. So this is a true standby because I can use this no matter what. And the other blush is Tarte's Charisma. And this is more intended to be used with the Sweet Peach palette because it's quite an orangey pink base with a little bit of gold glitter in it. The glitter doesn't really show up on the cheeks. I actually am wearing it right now. And it's just absolutely gorgeous. So I got a pink and I got an orange. I should be okay. I am only bringing 1 bronzer, and this was a little bit of a debate for me because I wanted to bring my Too Faced little black book of bronzers, but it wasn't actually fitting in my makeup bag, and I didn't want to keep bringing more and more bags of makeup. So I'm only going with my Body Shop Honey Bronzer in the shade 01 Light Matte. And because my Joe Fresh bronzer is almost actually done, I can't travel with it because I probably will finish it in like a day and a half, and I can't run out of bronzer or I'll just look pasty, and I don't want that. So this is just a lovely matte bronzer. It's pretty pale. It's good for me right now. In the summer months, this won't be good enough, but for right now, this works. And choosing what highlighter to bring. I kind of think all of the other Canadian beauty bloggers are going to be traveling with this one too, but I had to bring my own, and that is Champagne Pop. I mean, Becca just does it so right, don't they? Ugh, it's just gorgeous, and I can't be without it. All right, for face products, I am only bringing 2, and I don't want to keep going on about this, but I have mentioned that I don't wear foundation on the daily, so I don't know if I'm going to wear foundation on vacation. I might for IMATS because I'm going to kind of feel obligated to, but in reality, I know I'm just going to have an itchy face if I wear foundation, so it kind of just more annoys me while I'm on vacation. Anyway, I am bringing the Makeup Forever Step 1 Skin Equalizer in the Smoothing Primer. If I am going to IMATS and I am wearing foundation, I at least want my base to be very solid and not move around on me. So the smoothing primer is hugely beneficial with that. And it also cuts down on the amount of itch factor that I have while wearing foundation. I don't know if anybody else is like this, but when I'm wearing foundation, my face itches. Like right now, my nose. Yeah, my nose. And it happens all day. It doesn't matter what the foundation is, I get itchy. And I can't help but scratch it. So I don't know if anybody else feels like this. Please tell me if you do, but ugh. So this cuts down on the itch factor and holds my foundation in place much longer. And for foundation, I am bringing the Maybelline Dream Velvet Soft Matte Hydrating Foundation in the shade 10 Porcelain Ivory. This is a recent love for me, and I think I mentioned it in a favorites, but I did mention how this shade looked so strange when I first squeezed it out on my hand, but it's a perfect shade match for me right now. So definitely bringing this one with me. All right, for the nights that we do go out and do something exciting, I do want to be wearing a pair of false lashes. So my standbys are always the House of Lashes Bombshell lashes, and this is a brand new pack. I probably won't wear these exact ones. I'm wearing a pair right now that I'll probably rip off and throw in my bag momentarily. I am taking their lash adhesive with me as well because it's just the best for me. All right, we are getting down there. For pencil type things, the NYX Microbrow in Taupe. It's just, while I prefer the look of a pomade on my brows, I don't currently have the Anastasia Dip Brow because I finished it up. And the NYX Tame and Frame is not as nice as the Anastasia, so I just want to make sure my brows look as decent as they can, so I'm bringing the NYX Microbrow. And for eyeliner, I would prefer gel, but I'm not going to deal with it on vacation. So I just want to bring my Kat Von D tattoo liner in Trooper, but the brush tip is so beautiful on this that it just makes it super easy to get that slick wing without a whole lot of muss and fuss. So I am absolutely bringing this, and it's apparently waterproof. I don't think I've actually put it through a test like that, but you know, could be handy. For mascara, I have another new favorite, and that is the Maybelline Lash Sensational Luscious Full Fan Effect Mascara. It has a plastic brush. It's incredibly voluminous on my eyelashes, like they just go boom. So this is a great one to have with me. All right, there's 3 colored lip products that I'm bringing. I have 2 Too Faced and 1 by Clinique. So the Too Faced ones are Bon Bon and Topless, and I'm wearing Bon Bon right now mixed with the other one. But again, these are inspired by the fact that I just did a tutorial on the Sweet Peach palette and I'm in love with the makeup look that I came up with, so I'm like, might as well bring all of it. Anyway, Bon Bon's a really bright shade. And then Topless is quite pale. It's a nude shade. It'll go with any kind of crazy makeup look that I come up with, so that was an easy one. And the other shade is Clinique's Melon Drop Pop. And while it looks quite vibrant in the tube, it's a very sheer formula. So it's just something that applies more like a balm. So it's really easy to wear on the go and almost with any makeup look that will be created with that Sweet Peach palette. So all of my makeup fits into this really cute pouch from Sephora, which I'm kind of in love with. I think this is one of the newer sayings. They had a few ones that came out during the Christmas season, and then they've had some new ones that came out, I think, for spring. So they should still have these in stock. But yeah, everything fit in here, and I am really excited to go to New York City IMATS. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!